All projects carry risk, regardless of size, product, or methodology. When we're talking about risks, risk refers to any uncertainty that could positively or negatively affect the outcome of a project, such as threats and opportunities. Negative risks are anti-value and minimize the value being delivered. There are a number of risks that need to be managed. These include productivity variation, scope creep, specification breakdown, personnel loss, and poor estimation. Productivity variation is the variation between planned and actual performance. Specification breakdown refers to a lack of consensus on what should be implemented. Personnel loss refers to the unexpected loss of human resources. Risk assessment evaluates the probability of a risk occurring and the impact that it may have. Risk severity is calculated by multiplying the risk probability by the risk impact. There are several risk categories. Business risks threaten the business value of the project. Technical risks relate to the technologies being used and the technical implementation of the project. Logistic risks relate to funding, scheduling, and so on. Finally, there are other types of risks, such as political risks. An activity to run with your team on an Agile project in order to ensure a higher possibility of success and reduce risk is the pre-mortem. Pre-mortem activities are performed prior to release and help prepare for the upcoming release or challenge. The pre-mortem approach is to simulate an already failed case and then identify all potential reasons for why the failure occurred. The reasons for the failure are then eliminated. The first step in a pre-mortem is to brainstorm and list all potential problems. Next, document problems that even have a remote chance of occurring. No potential problems should be left off the list. Discussing or detailing possible solutions should be avoided at this point, as it draws attention from identifying problems. The second step in a pre-mortem is to identify the top problems. During this step, select between 5 and 10 problems to focus on going forward. The focus should be on problems that are critical to the project. Minor issues should be avoided. Identify issues that will likely happen and tackle problems that are inevitable. Discard problems that you cannot control, such as external risks. Instead, focus on problems that can be corrected. The third step in a pre-mortem is to create solutions. You should spend approximately 1 hour reviewing the top problems and then creating a list of actions. The actions should create proactive solutions to existing problems and define a backup plan. Backup plans are ideal for problems that haven't happened yet. Variance is defined as the difference between actual results and the expected results. The process of analyzing these results is called variance analysis, and it's another risk management strategy useful in Agile projects. A variance analysis can yield 2 different types of analyses. These are a favorable variance and an adverse variance. A favorable variance is when the actual results are better than the expected results. An adverse variance is when the actual results are worse than the expected results. In order to determine the significance of the results of a variance analysis, identify the standard being used and determine the level of interdependence between variances. This analysis helps maintain control. For example, it may help maintain control of the project budget. It also helps spot trends, identify opportunities, and identify threats. There are a wide range of values that can be used for variance analysis. These include purchase price, selling price, labor efficiency, variable overhead efficiency, material yield, fixed overhead spending, and labor rate. Introspectives are another risk management activity you can use in your Agile project. An introspective is a planned event and isn't regularly recurring like retrospectives. They take a systems-level view at the organization and its processes. Introspectives help sustain organizational agility by assessing the effectiveness of its processes, functions, tools, rules, and technology. The first step in the introspective process is to identify the survey participants. Typically, it's the consumers of the product that will be the primary source of information. The next step is to send the survey to the identified participants. Following this, the survey results are summarized and distributed. This is a preparation step for the introspective where the participants of the introspective session are identified. These are usually the consumers of the product or service and the stakeholders. Finally, the introspective session is run. This involves a discussion related to the findings and coming up with an implementation plan. An introspective session requires a trained facilitator and a note-taker. These sessions can take up to 3 hours. Upon completion, the prescribed changes are approved by stakeholders and implemented to return immediate results. Any successes resulting from the session are broadcast throughout the organization. Value stream mapping is a lean process tool used to analyze the flow of information and activities from inception through to the delivery of value. It describes the flow of ideas and actions and helps uncover bottlenecks, queues, and silos. The value stream mapping process starts with identifying the criteria to be mapped. These could be activities, symptoms, or products. The next step is to map out the current state. It's then possible to identify where there are areas of waste. At this point, a future state map is created. Finally, the future state map is implemented. Value stream mapping has a number of benefits. It provides a clearer picture of processes, and its focus on time allows time-based decisions to be made over those that are cost-based. It also identifies areas of waste and provides a common discussion point. In addition, value stream mapping identifies required changes, improves efficiency, and assists with standardization. Some disadvantages of value stream mapping are that there are no immediate significant monetary measures for value, and that stakeholders are responsible for differentiating between value and waste. In summary, pre-mortem activities, variance and trend analysis, introspectives, and value stream mapping are common risk management strategies you can use in your Agile project to identify and mitigate risk.